Welcome back, YouTube. We here at the home stretch of the Nitro engine collection. So let's get started. 3-port Trackstar. This one's modified by the late great Werks RW Mods. May he rest in peace. For what it was, good little engine, modified. I think only paid, I don't even know if it was $110, but he did a good job on it, cleaned all the ports up, did the timing and everything on the crankshaft and everything. Also the exhaust port, I believe he raised that up. So it's got a lot of top end, It's not the most powerful engine, but for what it is, got a lot of top end. It's basically a mid and top engine. See, it's got a 3-needle carburetor. Not much to say about this. Trackstar 3-port. Alright. Next up is a Picco PR21D5. 5-port engine. Pretty good. Once again, shout out to my man Ramel. He put me on to this one. Appreciate it, bro. Runs good. 2-needle carburetor. Still burns front and rear. Oldie but goodie. Right. Next up, it's my August 23 A52. Fantastic engine. A little bit more power than the 21. Not as much power as the Nova 25s and up, but this is definitely in the mix between the two. It's like a mixture between the two. Great running engine. Like I probably said it in one of my previous videos. This is probably my favorite engine. Out of all the engines that I do have, this engine is like, it runs no matter what, no matter how it's tuned. It just runs. I don't know what it is about this engine, but it just runs. And a lot of aftermarket oil seeping all off out of it. It's still burn front and rear. 2-needle carburetor. 5-port plus 2 bypass. You can see like the little lines around the low end needle, to help you with tuning and stuff. Little clock hands, little clock dots. .23. Great engine. Great engine. Like I said, this is probably my favorite engine out of my whole collection. It just never gives me issues at all. It's never given me issues. That's the August A23 A52. Next up, Werks B3 Pro 2. Another good engine. Lot of torque. Depending on what pipe you run it in or run with it. It could be a smoother type engine with a lot of torque, good mid-range, decent top, or it can be, you know, a lot of bottom end, you know, and mid-range. Explosive, I guess I would say. It just depends on what pipe you run on here. You know, it's a 2-needle carburetor with the horizontal needle. So that's the low speed. High speed doesn't have a needle. That's just, you know, Allen head thing to screw it down. Screw the fuel inlet down. That's the high speed needle. Idle stop. I've always liked the design of the cases, you know, with the intake runners right here. They look like, you know, real, like how a real engine runner would look on the manifold. I like that house. You can see that design right there, here, coming right there. Good engine, real good engine. Wish they were still around. I don't know what happened to them. You know, I know during COVID, like a lot of places sort of, you know, had hard times and everything. But I remember Ron at Werks, you know, was saying during COVID, you know, they was going to be coming back out and everything. But then, I don't know what happened. I hope everything's okay with Ron. You know, he was a good guy and stuff. You know, was always trying to help out, you know, the customers and everything of his products. You know, and trying to bring good products to the market for a good value. Made in Italy. Good engine. Right. Oh yeah, and it's a 3-port. You know, if you didn't know. All right. Another good Werks engine is the B5. 5-port engine. You can see it more clear here. Those runners I was talking about on the B3. I just like that design. 2-needle carburetor. I don't know if you can see in there, but that's a short needle. Short low speed needle carburetor. But it tunes good. Holes are tuned good. It's a good engine. Stump puller. Like this has a lot of bottom, a lot of mid. And if you pair this with, like, I think it's the 2013 pipe, yeah, that just makes it explosive, you know, from the bottom all the way through the mid range. It got some decent top end with that pipe, but it's more of a, like, just a stump puller bottom end mid range motor once you use that pipe, or engine when you use that pipe. Then you can put the 2058 on there, and it loses some of that bottom, but what it loses in that bottom, it pumps up the mid range and gives it a lot more top end. But this is a good engine, real good engine. It says a 2-needle carb, steel rear bearing, steel front bearing. Good engine. Next up, the Sixme Optima Tigre 5-port engine. CRF technology. looks like a low profile head, but it's almost the same height as the other heads on other engines. But I guess the general shape of it gives it sort of a lower profile. 7 fins on it. Most engines have like 8 to 10 fins, even if they can, you know, cut down low. 2 needle carb. One thing, this back plate is like wow, to get it off, because there's no place, because it's milled and everything, there's no place to really grab it to, you know, when you try and pull it off and everything. Like I struggle like I don't know what every time I try to take it off. But it's a beautiful engine. The Tiger pattern, black and gold. CRF technology. This has the DLC coated crank, ceramic rear bearing, steel front bearing. Crankshaft is not your typical crankshaft. It's a whole circle. The counterbalance is a whole circle like this, and it has holes all through the whole circle and everything, and one big hole in the middle. And that big hole has tunnels that go through from the big hole out around the counterbalance into those other holes. It's good engine, good engine. Real good engine. Decent mileage. Can't say too much else about it. It's a good engine. You know, it has power for days and everything. All right. Next up, the Performa P1 version 5 Radical 7-port. DLC coated crank. This one has been done up by Aaron over there at AMR. Appreciate it. Air boost back plate. Ceramic rear, steel front, 2 needle carburetor. Got the gold trimmings off the black. This one I'm running with, I think it's a 2149. 2149. Now this engine is a screamer. This engine screamer. I know in the Nova Rossi video, I said the Roland was, you know, my favorite Nova Rossi. Is one of the most fastest Nova Rossis. This is right up there with it, as far as power, speed, everything. This is a powerful engine. It's smooth on the bottom, but then like it comes on, it has a hard mid-range hit, and then it just keeps pulling and pulling on the top end. But the bottom end is not soft by any means in the sense of lacking power. It's not soft by any means. It's just that the mid-range is so pumped up. It'll make you feel, it makes it seem like the bottom, it doesn't have that much bottom, or that the bottom is real soft. But, you know, it pulls out the whole 180s and everything, clears, jumps, all of that stuff. So it's got the bottom end. But mid-range and top end is where this engine shines. Performa P1 version 5 Radical 7-port. Right. Next up the back, RC Concepts MC5. Just MC5 RS. Pico based, older Pico based. You can see with like the angled down exhaust. Exhaust sort of angles like this. Versus coming straight out. It's got like an angle. So, good engine. 5+2 port engine. 5 ports, 2 bypass ports. Basically, I think it's like a Pico Blast. I think it was rebadged Pico Blast. It's a 3-needle carb. DLC coated crank, ceramic rear, steel front. I do like the color scheme, the black with that like anodized maroonish color. Then the graphics up here. Good strong engine. Got power from bottom to the top. Good running engine. Can't go wrong with this. That's the RC Concepts MC5 RS. Right. Next up, Red Scuderia 721 Gen 2. Great engine. Great engine. I can't say nothing bad about this engine at all. 2-needle carb. 2-needle carb. Ceramic rear. Front steel. This engine, for me, because I run it with the 2143 one-piece pipe with the medium, I guess welded on medium header. Like, this engine is like a smooth, linear power from bottom to top, but it seems like it just revs forever. Like, it don't never top out or anything. Like, it just keeps revving and revving and revving. I'm not for sure, but I think this has the air. Nah, this don't have the air boost, because this don't have the air boost backplate. The CRF Performa had the air boost backplate. This has just a regular backplate. I know they got an air boost backplate now that they put in them, but this don't have it. This is a good engine. Good engine. I can't say nothing bad about this. If you stateside, need any info on like reds and everything, hit up Corey EKJ 24,000 on YouTube. You know, he'll point you in the right direction and everything with the Reds products and stuff. So shout out to my boy Corey EKJ 24,000 on YouTube. So that's the Reds, the Scuderia 721 Gen 2. Next up, red 723 Truggy. This is a Gen 1 Truggy, 723 Truggy. 7-port, ceramic rear, front steel, DLC coated crank, 2 needle carb. This is like the Scuderia 721, like amped up. Like if you had to mod your 721 to get the power out of it and think it's crazy, that's what this is stock. So I've seen where somebody, I think, had one of these and got it modded and everything. You know, modding creates a whole lot more power. Then I'm pretty sure like this engine modded is jumping, because this engine right here, 723, yeah, this engine runs. This engine runs, no joke. Like I said, it runs like a 21, just amped all the way up. Like it's got bottom, mid, but it's got a lot of top for being a 23 to me. Like this is a 23, and the Argus I showed at the beginning of the video is a 23. This has more top end than the Argus. The Argus has what feels arguably as a stronger bottom end or more explosive bottom end than this. This one seems like it's more smooth. Like the bottom may start really, really low, so it seems smooth. Then it's like, you know, it gets into a good pumped up mid-range, but then it's like ballistic on the top. So maybe it's just the pipe that I ran, I don't know, which once again was the 2143 pipe with the medium header. So maybe it smoothed out the bottom while, you know, making it more like, let's just say, giving it the car tractable power. This is 723. All right. And last up on the list, Pico Dix. 10-port, 3 needle carb, DLC coated crank, ceramic rear, steel front. I think this is like the Pico, what's it, P3TT or something like that. One of them like latest Pico P3s. It's basically that engine with a 10-port sleeve. And that's 10-port in an off-road engine. This is not an on-road engine. So I know we had a couple conversations, but sort of off subject, a couple conversations on one of my other videos about, you know, number of ports and everything, and the number of ports affect where the RPM range is and such and such. But this is a 10-port off-road engine. It's supposed to be a smooth linear engine, supposed to be good on gas mileage. Now, I've never ran this engine, have not run it, but this is the last of the engines. I do have a SH 0.12 for a touring car, but let me see if I can get that in here real quick. So the last one, I thought that Pico was going to be the last, but the last one is this SH 12. I didn't feel like taking it out the car. SH pipe. It's in my old Trinity Reflex NT. So that dates you back to when I used to run on road. That's it. Even this has a 3-needle carburetor. Slide carb. Nothing fantastic about this engine. It gets the job done. You know, I've kept my kit and everything. So I got rid of all my NCTC3s. And I kept this reflex. Yeah, so I said, you know what? So I can at least drive it here and there. You know, put this engine in it. And it gets the job done. So that wraps it. Let's wrap it up, y'all. That's my Nitro engine collection. Appreciate everybody coming around, you know, checking it out and everything. All right. Until next time, y'all keep repping. All right.